I look insane and disheveled, and I feel even more insane and disheveled. That is day 11. You know that song, Nobody's Supposed to Be Here? I feel like I should rewrite it and do like a parody called David's Not Supposed to Be Here, because how the fuck did I make it to the final 6? I've been playing very erratically. I have only voted correctly once, and now I have a 50% chance of making it to the final 3. That's insane. So, to recap, let's see. First person who went home tonight was Jenny. The vote went according to plan. That's the first time I think that I voted correctly and it actually counted. So, yay, good on me. Sorry, Jenny, wonderful person. Would like to get to know you outside of this game because you rock. Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't me. It was a 5-4 because Lady K played her double vote. And so Jack, Jenny, and Lady K all voted for me. First time I received votes. Surprised it took that long, to be completely honest. So that took us from 8 to 7. And earlier in the evening, Jess asked if we had bowls and spoons, and then she never revisited it. And Jonathan was being all tentative about, or like, trying not to explain why, and said it was a mistake, and blah, 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 but we all knew that that wasn't true. And we had talked about it being a double crossroads kind of night, and turns out it was. And that vote was wild. The lead up to that vote and the talking amongst everybody was wild. And then Lady K won a clutch exemption with the whole spoon and the ball and thing and whatever. So good for her. But yeah, it was very heated, and it was so delightful to not be in the drama and not be the person who was in the crossfire either. I was just sort of like doing my thing, making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and I'm homebound. Wild. And then, yeah, the second vote, I received 2 votes again, and I still don't know who one of the people who voted for me were. I believe that I know Simona voted for me. She told me. I'm not even that mad. I don't care. Whatever. And then pretty sure the original vote, like the 2-2-2 between myself, Mike, and Simona, I'm pretty sure Randy and Robbie voted for Mike. I voted for Jack because I just desperately wanted Jack out of here. And he plays compass again. 5 compasses, woo! We'll see what happens. Final 6, wild. Season 5 is a roller coaster. All I ask is that you stop giving Jack compasses! I don't really care if he's good at finding them, so I give him, like, props for that, but, like, oh my god! Just stop it! See you tomorrow!
Oh my god, this has been yet another fucking wild night. 2 things I've definitely locked up for sure. Number 1, I'm the villain of the season. Like, there's no debating that. I'm the villain for sure. That's number 1. Number 2, it's just like, man, I am... Oh my god. I won my first exemption tonight, which was really good. It came at a cost, though, because I had a very bad feeling that I was just going to get completely betrayed and that David wasn't going to end up going home. He did end up going home. So that fucking sucked. That really fucking sucked. Jenny going sucks. She said she would vote for me or Lady K, Kevon, in the jury, which is cool, but man, just ridiculous, dude. Just ridiculous. She went home, everybody but me and Lady K voted for her. 5-4, terrible. And then we jump right into another crossroads. Lady K pulls out her first exemption. Feeling the pressure, and I'm saying, all right, I just got to get rid of my compass because I have a feeling it's going to go to me. So it didn't. I wasted my second compass. But so far, this season, I gotta say, I have never received a counted vote against me. There has never been a counted vote towards me this season, which I think is a pretty good record, honestly. That being said, man, I lost Jenny, and then I lost Mike. Obviously, Jenny was a harder blow, but even then, losing Mike is just, it's upsetting. You know, it's just like, not who I wanted to go. I wanted to get rid of the trio of Randy, Simona, and Robbie, and I was thinking Simona or Robbie, and it ended up being Simona that I voted for, and it almost worked. She could have went home, but David decided to vote for me instead of keeping his ally Mike in the game, and fucking Mike went home. At this rate, there's two things I want to talk about. Number one, I've broken the record, not only Survivor all time, but I think Orgs in a single season and all time too. I found my 6th compass in public, for sure, but I found my 6th compass. Ridiculous. Literally ridiculous. Crazy. So I'm in the final 5. But at this rate, I'm starting to think that people don't I'm thinking that a lot of people don't respect my game. I'm thinking people on the jury might respect my game for sure, but I think that people in the game don't respect my game. So at this point now, I'm gonna start going on an apology tour. My conversations tomorrow are not going to be about trying to come up with the next plan. They're not going to be about trying to make some big move. They're going to be about trying to make decent bonds with them and basically apologizing for the way I've acted. Because I've been very cocky. I've been very arrogant. I've been like putting my foot down, and it hasn't worked. So now I'm just at the point where I just got to make sure they actually respect me. Because I think finding and playing 6 compasses is great, but if I don't have their respect, what does it matter? So that's it. That's all I got left in the bag. I will see you all tomorrow. Hi, it's time for Unfiltered Thoughts. Oh my god, dude. I don't even know what you can call my game anymore. Clearly, I'm not the greatest. Socially. Clearly not. I've put myself in such a fucking catastrophic tier of being a threat that at this point it doesn't matter. Oh, God. Oh my fucking god, dude. I gotta say though, like, the one thing that upsets me about it all is I still might lose at the end. If I get to the end, I still might lose. That is the fucking sad part of this. People might not respect the game I've played. At all. Literally at all. I'm sure as hell knowing that some people don't. Man, I definitely am the villain of the season. That is for sure. But literally, I have tried my damnedest this season to have a vote work, or it didn't involve me playing a compass again, and here we go. And this time it didn't even work. Just fucking absurd. Just absurd. I have a plan for this round, and it is not involving getting rid of someone. It's not involving making a move. It's not involving talking to anyone. I'm going on an apology tour. I'm going on a sentimental tour, a sympathy tour, so to speak. I'm going to be apologizing to a lot of people for how I've been. Robbie, David, and Lady K. I'm going to be apologizing. I'm going to be apologizing to them. I'm going to be saying I'm sorry. I'm going to be saying that I should have. I was very arrogant. I've been very arrogant. I've been very cocky. I haven't been the nicest person sometimes, and I want to apologize for that. Not saying, I will not say that's how that's not how I want to represent myself. It's definitely not, but like, I don't want people to think that. I just want to apologize because I definitely know that my actions and my words have rubbed people just absolutely the wrong way. And obviously it's for a jury perspective. Like, I want people to respect me. They can maybe respect my compass plays, but if they don't respect me, what does it matter? And not only that, but I just got to get it off my conscience, Like, I have to get it out of my head that I have been very, very villainous. Because being villainous like this, being just an absolute fucking war hog, it takes a toll, It really takes a toll. And as much as I love it, as much as I love being super villainous all the time, it's just, it can hurt. It can just hurt how you feel, because it almost feels like you don't have any respect. You don't have anyone really caring for you, looking out for you, anything like that. So I don't know. I don't know. It feels like my game this season has gone from being, let's draw it out, right? It's gone from being here, where my finger is right now, at the bottom, at the beginning, slowly rising up because my compass plays, gaining allies, things like that, peaked right here, right at the Greg play, right at the top, right when Cole went home, and then it stays there for a little bit, and then it just plummets down. It just plummets down. Man, I gotta say, if I do make the end of this game and I don't win, what the fuck? Literally, what the fuck? I played my goddamn mind out with these compasses and exemption wins and all that. It's wild. I don't really have much else to talk about. I'm going on that apology tour. I'm trying to get people to kind of forgive me. Things like that. I will say, if I win this exemption challenge, I am in the final 4 because I have my 6 compass. Otherwise, I'll just play a compass at the final 6 and just find another plate at the final 5. Oh my god. But yeah, I mean, I would love to win exemption. That'd be fucking sweet. I definitely know physically I am the best left. Getting rid of Mike and Jenny with me here maybe wasn't the best idea because physically I think I can hold it down. But, you know, I guess we'll have to see. Regardless, I've had just a wild time this season, you know? Like, just a wild time. I just gotta get people's respect. That's literally all I can do. So, that's it. I gotta say though, you know, 5 words. I've got 5 more words after this. I'm in the final 5.
Well, last night, day 11, at 8 people, I got voted out. So I went down to 7, and we had a bad feeling. I kind of had a feeling it was going to be me. I knew they were trying to go for Lady K, but I could sense a few people, especially Robbie. I knew it was not going to be Lady K. I kind of hoped we had the numbers and it would have been who we ultimately wanted to pick, but it didn't, and that would have been David. And I love David to death too. Just he seems to be playing a pretty hard game, and he seems to get everybody on board. So we will see. But I'm bummed to not be able to play anymore, but excited to be on the jury. I'm always a positive person, so no matter what, it's fun, and hoping sometime down the road I get to be a returnee. I would love that and play again for sure. I wish I would have kind of go a little bit farther for my charity, Rupert's Kids, but I did a little. I did one challenge that got that, and I did a few things that I really was hoping to do, which was make the rendezvous, make the jury, and get exemption. And so I did the 3 of them. I never found an advantage or a compass, and again, sorry Shane for trying too many times and failing epically, but hey, there's always another time, hopefully. But no, I'm very grateful for all of you guys, production, everybody that did this is so amazing, and it's such a cool thing. I mean, you don't even realize how cool it is until you're actually a part of it, and I'm so grateful to have been a part. And everybody was amazing, all the people, everybody. It's so hard to even vote for people. You like them all. I mean, everybody was great and great players, and they all had their benefits. And I just knew I really had a gut feeling, and I was searching for advantages, but there just wasn't enough people talking to me last night, and I had a bad feeling, and I kept warning, Lady K and Jack a little bit. It's more Lady K about a couple people on the other, maybe alliance, we're going to say, that I had a feeling they were not on board with us, even though they kept telling us they were on board with us, and I didn't feel it. I felt very 100% in with Jack and 100% with Lady K. I feel like if the 3 of us would have made it to the end, for sure, we would have all stayed to the end. loyal. But and that's what happens. And I had a feeling that they would try to go for one of us, and knowing Jack got exemption, which I was grateful for, very grateful for him, and so glad. Then the second time, Lady K had an exemption, so it kind of worked. And I knew Jack would always find a compass. He's amazing at that. And I mean, that's a player. That's somebody you want to see at the end. Honestly, I know people don't always say that, but he has played an amazing game. He has been voted so many times. I think that's his 5th compass he's played, which is insane. So I mean, good for him. Like that's a winner in my mind. Lady K, amazing with talking. She's best person ever. I mean, like I felt an instant connection with her. And I feel like my game overall, I did okay. I mean, I did decent in the challenges, even when I was the sole fishback from Team Red party going over to the other party. I thought I'd be at the bottom, and that wasn't the case, and it was so nice. So it was nice, and knowing that I made the merge and everything, like I said, I'm very grateful. Knowing that I made the jury is huge. I'm excited to vote. There's definitely 2 people I probably would never vote for, so hopefully they're not the 2 in the end, and not anything against them. I just don't feel like they've done enough so far. Maybe they changed my mind, going on. We have a few more days left, but as of now, I just, there's a couple people that you definitely see as winners, and then there's the people in the middle, and I was kind of more in the middle. I feel I feel I did okay, but I thought if I would have gone a little farther, I would have made a few more bolder moves. I definitely was getting to the point where I wanted to make the bold moves, but you never know. And next time, if I get to play again, if there's ever a returnee or anything, I would love to. And I think I'd play it a little differently. I wouldn't go too gung-ho, and I definitely would change up my strategy just a tiny bit. But I liked how I played, and I feel, that I just knew. I knew it was going to be me, and I was, hoping I'd find an advantage or a compass, and it just wasn't it. That's okay. So, but thank you again for having me. And like I said, I'm excited to be on the jury, and can't wait to see it when it airs. Thank you guys all.
Oh my God. Last night was crazy. I'm just waking up. If we were like really in this rainforest, I would have asked to be evacuated last night. Like, it was a monsoon. Everything bust wide open. And it was crazy. But can y'all believe I'm still here? I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Like, I do not believe that I'm still around. I am honored, I'm humbled, but I do not believe that I'm still around. And I don't even know how I'm still here. I do not know. I do not know. And what's even more frustrating is that I'm still here and I trust absolutely nobody that's here. I have no trust for anybody. So if I make it past tonight, it's going to be on my sheer will. I honestly don't know. I was so close that first competition. Like, I was on the heel of Jack. Like, I keep coming in second. Like, it's so frustrating. I was on the heel of Jack with that ping pong and yarn. I was right there. I didn't get that one. I wasn't safe. I knew my name was on the shopping block. Evidently, everybody wanted to break me and Jenny up. I don't get these people. Like, we got a final 2 in the end. I'm playing for myself. Like, what is this nonsense or this craziness? Like, we surviving. I'm just trying to get it to the end. So, sorry, Jenny. I love you, girl, but I don't know what people are expecting. Like, I have a final 2, and then Robbie was like, well, I'm selfish. I want you to be my person. I cut my person too. So, like, okay, you can be my person, but if I smell blood in the water and it's not me, and me biting you is going to get me further, guess who's going to get bit? And it ain't going to be Lady K. So, I don't know. I'm here. I won a double last night. I came back and I know I needed it, so I crushed it. I know I'm in that same predicament again tonight. let's be completely honest. I said it from jump. I am horrible at puzzles. So I pray to God that it's not a puzzle. I was almost wishing that it was something like, I don't know. I wanted to say endurance, but Jack has been kicking people asses in endurance comps. Where there's a will, there's a way. So if Lori could have stuck around as long as she could, if David can keep escaping his fire being snuffed, like, it has to be a way for me just to get a little bit closer. I have not wrapped my head around that today just yet. Like I said, I'm just waking up, but I am going to take the chance, the opportunity to listen to everyone tonight, to listen. I'm listening. Everybody, I'm not calling shots. And then maybe I am, but like Robbie was like, come on, your name's Lady K. Like, everybody know you're in this best position. I'm like, and I think everybody here is a beast. And that's honest. So, I don't know. I feel like I'm babbling now. Pray for y'all, girl, because this is not a good feeling to be in. I mean, I'm joyful that I'm Final 6. This is my first Survivor org ever. So if I go on at Final 6, first Survivor, I'm taking it. However, 6 for me? That's horrible. I need something. Jack not riding for me as much as I thought he was. But I can't be mad because he actually needed his compass. Because I went to him and I'm like, hey, I think my neck's on the back. But I think that maybe Jack even knew the Jenny thing. Well, maybe not. He looked disappointed. But Jack's a good actor. So maybe that's why he didn't give me the comp. Because he was like, we're kind of good. But then he turned right back around and used his compass. So, I don't know. All right, you guys. I'll come back later.
This is sad. This is my final confessional. I just got voted out at the final 7. Definitely a little shocked. Definitely a little sad. I didn't see that coming. I had a great time. I had a great experience. Expedition Online, thank you. Meeting the Survivor players, from the production members to a lot of great contestants. I really gave it my all. I didn't think this was my best game. I played from the bottom a lot. I didn't have a true number 1. I did with David, but not really. Yeah, I'm pretty shocked. I thought I built enough relationships. Definitely with David. Newer with Robbie and Simona. Brought Randy in for that vote. And I thought Jack knew that I was not out for him anymore. I'd probably say my biggest downfall in this game was winning that public advantage, which put a target on my back from day 1. Not being in the numbers majority of the game, obviously. I thought I'd turn that around today, and I thought I built enough trust with Randy that him would be a good 3. I think one of my biggest regrets was the steal a vote. I didn't fully know how to play it. Obviously, not everyone knew that I played it, or an extra vote, and people thought I had to steal a vote. I think that was also tough for people to know that I had something further in the game. When I just letting everything kind of process right now, I really could have leveraged that right at this tribal council or this crossroads. I think that was a big mistake. I should have said, well, Jack, people think I have a steal a vote. I've had an idol the whole time. So if you're going to vote me, it's a bad decision. That would have probably secured me, no doubt, in the next round. And probably in the other one, because people would be scared to go after me. I didn't see that coming. I'm really surprised they chose David over me. I really am. I thought I was genuine with Robbie. Obviously, it was new, but I did have his back. I probably didn't have Simona's because I voted her name down. But I was willing to work with Randy going forward with David and make the best moves. I would be naive to say that he didn't have any other plans besides me. I really didn't have that many people I trusted. Once Madison went home, once Lori went home. But yeah, I really didn't play a fantastic game. I didn't have a core group of Alliance members that made the merge, first time ever. So I had to find my niche. And maybe I said a couple things that were sketchy. I tried to keep my threat level down from the challenges. I tried playing a little stupid, but I don't think I did. I think I actually, maybe people knew I was in the middle and stuff like that. Oh man, I didn't see that coming. I really didn't. I really am surprised. I think Jack voted for me at the end. Really surprising. I think it was, actually maybe not. Maybe it was Randy, Robbie. I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? But I had a great time. Definitely a little sad. Definitely a little bummed. I'd rather see it coming than this. I thought I put myself in a good spot. I did. I am really surprised Robbie voted me. I didn't think he would. Lady K, totally understand. I voted her twice. Didn't build too many bonds with her. Yeah. I would love to see how the votes came out. Love to see what people were talking about me. Maybe my advantage had something to do with it. Should have leveraged that into a compass tonight, 100%. Yeah, it sucks. But I had a great time. I love orgs. Applying for some live games here and there. Yeah, just bummed out. Still got the post-tribal confusion and not always the sharpest confessionals. But, man, I'm upset. I'm really surprised they went me over David. Maybe because they knew David was more like, take him to the end. You kind of know what he's going to do. He's kind of sporadic. You can take him out. Maybe me, they didn't know what to really think. But I really thought I built trust with Robbie and Randy. That's all right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Expedition Online. On the jury, I'm 1 out of 4. I've won 1 org. I've been on the jury, the rest. So I am a good player. I know how to make it far in this game, but I'm never satisfied with not making Final Tribal Council. So I'll see everybody again. Thank you for an amazing experience. And I got to learn how to find some damn compasses and some idols and other games. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And thank you so much for casting me. And that's it. Bye.
Night 11 of Edge of Extinction. Oh, and I am back. I am back home. I finally get to participate and talk to my rendezvous party members. And I'm so excited to be back. And I don't know how I survived this weekend. Pat on the back. I don't know. Let me get out of Discord. I don't know how I survived this weekend. It makes no sense, but I think that's the strong social skills. I'm making sure everything's off. That's the strong social skills that I have. So we get right back into it today, and we go right back into the challenge. So we have the exemption challenge, and basically it's a fun, unique one. We have to hold onto these strings and balance this ball down to the cups, and there's multiple rounds, and you're playing to make it to the championship round. And we have Robbie going up against Jack, and we all know that Jack cannot win. He cannot win the exemption. We need to target him. We need to get him out. I need to figure out how to rest my phone. There we go. No. Okay, I'll hold it. We need to get Jack out of the game. That is the goal. And I've stayed true to my original alliance, and that is with Robbie and Simona. That's the 3. Our goal has always been make it to the final 3 together. But I have options now, and I feel in a really great place because I feel that Lady K and Jack trust me, and Jenny. And we know they're together, but I feel like I have their trust. And now I have David and Mike's trust, and I have Robbie and Simona's trust. So I feel like in a really great position in the game. So, heading into Crossroads, we knew that Jack might have something up his sleeve. So we decide to throw the votes on Jenny, but make them believe it's Lady K, so Jack may play his compass for Lady K. That's the goal, and it was worked to perfection, and everybody was in on it. So I really didn't have my alliances arguing. David and Mike were yeah, that's a genius idea. Simona and Robbie were yes, great idea. And so we had to unfortunately send Jenny home in a 5-4 split. And that is with Lady K's extra vote or whatever being played. But we knew we weren't done. We knew we had supplies ready. What we didn't know is we did the exemption challenge, which Lady K won. And yes, she did need to win that. And then we're going right to Crossroads. We have no time to talk about who we want to vote for. And it gets chaotic. Jack starts throwing out, look, Lady K, who do you want to vote for? And then she's not saying a name. So then Jack just throws out, it needs to be Randy Simona or Robbie. And I was like, when did I ever vote against you guys? Like, and Simona and Robbie literally just voted against me, like at the last Crossroads. Like, I voted Madison, they voted for you, Jack, which was totally part of the plan the entire time. It was a live tribal. Mike is trying to play peacemaker and say, hey guys, it's just a game. And we're like, no, we are getting intense. Like, it is time to really start playing. I'm trying to make sure that Robbie is remembering what we talked about. We did talk about if we were to go to Crossroads, who would be the next vote. And we were saying, Mike, keep Jack around because he can only play his trinkets for so long. Simona is super nervous because we never got the chance to talk about that plan. And so she just wasn't in it. And it ends up being a 3-3 split. Ends up being 2 on Simona, 2 on David, 2 on Mike. We revote. Thankfully, Mike goes home, leaving us in a great position heading into the final 6. Robbie, myself, Simona. We have 3. I feel like David may not trust me anymore due to voting out Mike. But then at the same time, I feel like Jack and Lady K will trust me completely. And that's what I'm pushing. Robbie and Simona they know that I'm going to be pushing for one of them to go home, and I'm going to try to get with Jack and Lady K and inform them of everything they say and make them believe that I am truly with them. And I believe going forward, I'm in a great position because I could go with Jack and Lady K. It'd be stupid. I could join with David and maybe make a move, but I won't. I will be sticking with Simona and Robbie.
Whew, let's get into some things, shall we? Baby, last night was epic, to say the least. Double Crossroads, who would have known? Like, when I tell you I was absolutely gagged, like, gagging. Truly was not prepared for it, but I took the shot at the 6 like I needed to. And listen, we had an exemption challenge last night where you had to put 2 strings tied to a door and then put a ping pong ball on the string and slowly bring the ping pong ball down and drop it into a cup 2 feet, 3 feet, and 4 feet away from the start of the door. And let me tell you something, I was eating the girls up. I was not expecting it, truly, again, gagged. I was not ready for it. But of course, Jack edged me out, and it's whatever. It's whatever. Jack won exemption last night. Congratulations. But while Jack won exemption, I was still able to take a shot at the 6 because, like I said last night, I'm not here to play Lady K's game. And I know it doesn't make sense to Lady K. It probably didn't make sense to Jenny, but it makes sense to me, and that's what matters. It makes sense for my game, and that's what matters. And here's my mindset. I'm a firm believer in cutting off their right hand, if they're right-handed, cutting off their right hand, making them learn how to write with their left hand, right? Jenny was Lady K's right hand. It's gone. So now you got to either only work with that left hand, which is Jack, or here I am to replace Miss Jenny. So come on, I need you to need me. I don't want to be disposable to anybody's game, which is why if I see people who are super close, one of you got to go. Why? Because I want to replace that person. I want everybody to feel like I'm essential to their game. So I voted for Jenny last night. I told them, I said, listen, if Jack feels that close to Lady K, Jack may play a compass for Lady K, and we need to throw Lady K's name out there hard. And then we just blindside Jenny on the actual vote, right? But we have to lock it down. Don't say nothing. So last night, me, David, Simona, and Randy voted for Jenny. And Jenny, Lady K, Mike also voted for Jenny. So let me correct that. Myself, Mike, David, Randy, and Simona voted for Jenny. Lady K played her extra vote last night and voted for David. So it was Lady K times 2, Jenny, and Jack. It was a 5-4 vote. Absolutely gagged. Like, it worked off. And then, listen, so I talked to Randy yesterday. Randy was telling me that he wants to, again, I feel like you're trying to pick up on my strategy a little bit, but you know what? It's okay. Because you can't do it like me. So, Randy had said something like, I want to cut off Mike so that David is with us, whatever. And I did vote Mike out on the revote, and here's why. I thought Mike would have been a great person to sit next to at the end, but baby, Mike was saying stuff that was just red flags for me. I don't want to vote you yet. I don't want to vote for you this round. No. I need you to at least fake it and act like you with me to the end. I was getting a little mixed vibes from him sometimes, and I really liked him. But, we just met at the rendezvous, so I feel like Mike was always potentially going to do what was best for his game, and if he didn't feel like that involved me, he would be willing to cut me. Now, I also did it because I think you built some trust with Randy, and I need that trust with Randy so I can say, I told you about the plan to vote for Jack. I voted Mike the way you asked me to. I now need you to forgive me because tonight I'm going to potentially pitch a Simona vote. I may go to Randy, David, and Simona and pitch we split votes 2-2. And here's the thing. If we split votes 2-2, and then I vote with Lady K and Jack for Simona, it'd be a 3-2-1. And the reason why I'm thinking Simona tonight is Simona's good at puzzles. Simona potentially would choose Randy over me. Again, she said last night that she doesn't want to cross that bridge or whatever. So, let's say if I did go Final Four with Randy, Simona, and David, right? Randy wins exemption at Final Four. I'm just ass out of luck. And then that means we get a winner out of David, Randy, or Simona. No, thank you. So, here's my end game plan. So, I plan on voting for Simona tonight, Lady K or Jack next. That puts me at Final Four with Randy, David, Lady K, or Jack. Then, if Jack or Lady K wins at 4, I think that I could at least get that person to vote with me. If it's Lady K, I think I could get Randy to vote with me. I just have to play this round correctly. I need Randy to not be that mad at me, and I need to tell David why I did it and hope that they don't just say, screw Robbie, we don't want to work with him, he's a liar. And that could potentially happen, which is where this vote could be detrimental to my game, but it could also set me up for the end game. So I feel like I'm in a very tough spot tonight, right? So if Simona wins exemption, I just cannot vote for Lady K. Maybe I just vote out Randy, but I feel like Randy goes to the jury mad at me, and it's I'm in a very tough spot tonight, but I need to break up David, Randy, and Simona and keep the targets of Jack and Lady K in the game with me so that people still want them out before they want me out type deal, right? So that's the goal tonight, is one of those 3 have to go, and I don't want it to be David. I think David would be a good person to sit at the end with. David is very likable, though, so that's my fear with, David. That's my fear with, David and Randy. They're both super likable. So it's just what to do here? Actually, I might just vote Randy out. I might just vote with... What I'm thinking is, if I was to pitch a Randy vote, would people assume that I'm just with Simona type deal? Because we've been together the whole game. But I feel like I do trust Simona more than Randy, and Simona would be less bitter at me than Randy. If I voted out Randy, Simona would forgive me and be logical and work with me after this. If I vote out Simona tonight, Randy might feel hurt because he plays with his emotions sometimes. Randy might be the vote tonight. But anyway, so last night, let me talk about Crossroads for a moment. So last night during Crossroads, I kind of just blew up because I was sitting back and I was listening. I was listening to Lady K be frustrated about why the 6 broke up. I understand why Lady K is upset. Her game has been just crumbling, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we weren't here to play Lady K's game. And last night I was sitting back, I was at Crossroads and I was sitting back and I was listening, taking it all in. And you know, the jury's also listening. So I was thinking in my head, I'm about to speak up here. I have to speak up because the jury is listening. So I need to explain why I broke away from the 6. Because now the jury knows about the 6. Now Jenny is on the jury knows about the 6. So I needed to say why I split off from the 6. So the rest of them could say, that's logical. That makes sense. Type deal, right? I also needed to vote with Randy last night, which is why I voted out Mike. Mike was giving me red flags, saying, I don't want to vote for you yet. Let's vote together this round. And it's like, I don't need you to reassure me in the moment. I need to know long term. I need some longevity. You know what I mean? So I think last night was a good round for me. But people have to catch on that I haven't caught any votes. I've been in the know for every vote. Like, if you don't catch on to that, that's on you. So it's like, I have to play this round strategically, and I'm thinking of who will vote with me tonight, and not just tonight, but who feels like I'm beneficial to their game to move forward. You know what I mean? And I think with that being said, the vote has to be Randy tonight. I think I'm going to convince them to split their votes 2-2 and vote Randy out tonight in a 3-2-1. And I'm going to vote with Lady K and Jack. All right. As of right now, that's what I'm doing.
Hey guys, it's Simona. We fucking made it. I just danced around my room for 20 minutes being thrilled, and I considered recording part of it, and then I realized that would probably get posted, and that's super embarrassing and cringe, but we fucking did it. Yeah, what? It was a double, and 8 and 7 are 2 infamous placements for me. So in my game that I played with my college last year, I got 8th, and then in the game that I played online, it's a couple years ago now, but that game turned into my friend group for all of COVID, and those people are all some of my closest friends ever. I got 7th. So making it past 8 and 7 were pretty big numbers for me, and I really can't believe it. I did catch more votes, but I'm okay with that. I don't know how much of a front runner I've been, so to be catching votes and to be perceived as a threat, I need that. I need to be able to say I acquired this many votes throughout the season. I was a target because I was making moves. I did do shit tonight. I very much believe I was one of the front runners of that vote. I was one of the people really pushing it. And it sucks that everyone had the same idea as me, but whatever, you know what I mean? Sucks that it very well could have been Lady K, but definitely was the right move. In case Jack had a compass, which he did. And I frankly, I am a little bit surprised he didn't play it for her. I am glad that he flushed it tonight on the second vote. Voting for David the second time around definitely could have tarnished my relationship with him a little bit, but he's saying we're calling it even. He voted me on day 1. And so I'm hoping that's true because he's a crucial number going into this. But let's fucking talk about the fact that a couple days ago, probably around a week ago, maybe around 2 weeks ago, no, a little over a week ago, yeah, me, Randy, and Robbie had the craziest tribal, at least of my fucking life, and I've been doing this shit for a while, okay? We had the tribal of our life, and we were able to regroup and get to this point together. Isn't that fucking crazy? We did it, and we are now half the votes. The 3 of us are now half the votes. And we did get called out as a tribal, or as a trio at this Crossroads. I hope David doesn't see that seriously, but I don't care. Lady K and Jack are huge threats in this game, and at this point, my ideal 3 might have to be, it is gonna have to be Robbie and someone else, I think, which is hard I mean, Randy's definitely had his own individual game a little bit more than Robbie and I have. So, whereas David, I don't know, definitely has had a different perspective. So I feel like I'm very much the middle of everyone who's left, and I haven't done anything that's super bold. So I need a move on my resume that's like bold as fuck, that makes me seem like a front runner, because I do feel like the jury isn't counting me as someone super serious to win this game right now. Which on one hand is good, but on the other hand, like, no, like, I want to fight for my life in this game. Like, I need to be able to prove that I deserve to be here. Like, I want people to underestimate me to let it get me farther, but I don't want people to underestimate me because, like, they think I'm not doing anything, because I am. Okay, I'm doing shit, you know. I played my words very carefully tonight, you know. The other day, Lady K was saying one more vote with the 6, and I was like, yeah, one more vote, I agree. And she's saying till the wheels fall off, and I said, that's not what we said. We said one more vote, right? You can't be mad at me for doing one more vote when we said one more vote. And I looked her in the eye, I said, I am not voting for you. I did not say I was voting for David, but I told her, I was like, I am not voting for you. And I did not vote for her. Like, I did not lie to her tonight. I lied to Jack a little bit. And it does suck that Jack targeted me. You know, I think that throws any pre-existing, like, assumption and hope that I had about him out the window. But, like, you know, whatever, like, I have my people. I don't need him, you know. And if I go out because I'm a threat, like, that's fine. You know, I would rather people see me as a threat than get to the end and be seen as nothing. I want to be seen as having done something in this game. And there are a lot of things that I've done in this game that are very under the radar. And it's hard at this point to do something in this game that's drastic, because a lot of it seems obvious. But I am the one who pitched to Randy the split plan, and so I'm hoping if that's what ends up happening and that's what we end up needing to do, that I can get credit for that. But it's definitely a lot, you know. I definitely have to play my cards, craft my words wisely. You know, Robbie has flown incredibly under the radar. I don't think he's caught a single vote yet. You know, and that's a testament to his social game. His social game has been phenomenal, but, you know, he hasn't been on the right side of everything, I don't think. And Randy has also been a little bit back and forth, you know, like, I think in some ways I had my bases covered more than each of them. You know, the whole thing with the compass with Randy, that's a huge move. Like, yeah, I didn't end up being the one to compass out Greg, but I did give my compass to somebody else, which I don't think anybody else has done in this game yet, and that gained trust. That proved to be crucial to me tonight, right? Without Randy's vote, I probably easily could have been gone, right? And that trust to gain back was really super important. So I definitely think that, yeah, the things I've done have been more subtle, but especially in the early game, there were things that I did were fucking bold that set me up really well. You know, I am the one who said to Robbie, I would like to vote Holden out tonight when it came down to saying a name at the end, right? I'm the one who fucking did that. So, you know, I'm gonna do what I have to do to get to the end. Frankly, I don't care who I sit next to. You know, I want to be there. If I have to sit next to Lady K and Jack, I'll sit next to Lady K and Jack, and my story is going to be very different from theirs, you know, and so maybe that's worth something. I'm excited to have made it to this point with the people that I've made it to this point with, and I just hope the jury isn't discounting me as a competitor in this game, because I've been doing shit, you know. I didn't vote out Madison, who was a jury vote that I probably will need at this point, right? I didn't vote out Mike, right? Like, I did things where I was able to right wrongs with people, right? With Jack, I didn't vote for him tonight, you know. I didn't vote with him tonight, but I only voted him the other night because I knew he was going to be playing a compass. In this revote, I didn't vote for him, you know. I've done things, you know. I'm part of it. I helped orchestrate the Jenny vote. I did things, and a lot of us did similar things, and now is the time. I have this day one alliance with David, right? Like, now is the time when I have to stand my fucking ground. I have to pull it out. I have to win something. I'm one of the few people left who hasn't won anything. I think only Randy and I haven't won anything, and he hasn't been here. So, oh, maybe David too. But it is now time to, like, lock in the fucking end game. You know, I said it earlier, your game is supposed to go this way, and mine was definitely going up, but I need that final spike. I need to lock in that I'm a threat, and I need to present that I'm a threat in a way that isn't too intimidating, and I hope people aren't already counting me out. So fingers crossed, and bring it on.